This is the Corn Kid. I felt that my first speedrun that I did wasn't really kind of the full speedrun that I normally do. So, because since I died, and thank you for pointing that out, friends of mine who've watched this video, um, that I would do another one that's more representative of what I like to do with my speedrun at the start of the game. So, uh, come here at the end of character creation, and again, we're going to start the speed run over, except this time it's going to be better than the last time.
Good.
Now, I'm not doing live commentary on this one, so I actually know ahead of time that I didn't fuck this up. But it's going to look pretty similar to the last run, except, again, I'm not going to die, so I'm going to do a few extra things that I didn't do the last time. But basically, again, you just have to run like hell, and you have to sort of time when you're running and when you let off to make sure you don't run out of stamina and get demolished by groups of enemies. There's also a couple of invulnerability frames when you're opening some of the doors, which are key to not dying as you're doing this. I'll also look around at this point to see if the werewolf is chasing me, or the beast, or whatever, because it does necessitate a little bit of a different pattern at this part, because I won't come and pick up the item. I'll just get the ladder and get the hell out of there as quickly as I can. But basically, the enemy placements are always the same, so you know that guy's hiding there. So you gotta watch him and see where he is. Then kind of bait him into swinging one of his weapons so you have time to climb the ladder. And once you get up to the top, you don't have too much time, because he will chase you. He will climb up the ladder. And so, I knew I was pretty far ahead, so I actually tried to lit the lamp this time. Then, again, if you do these speed runs, you really can go kind of either way at this point. But I like to jump off the edge here because it does skip a few of the enemies on the sort of main street. You have to sort of duck and weave here, otherwise, similar to the other speed run, or you can get hit and stopped. And then here again, you have to do a lot of dodging back and forth so that you don't get stunned by the guy shooting at you, because if you do, you're screwed. The other guys are going to chase you. The thing is, once you get through this archway, for the most part, most enemies will stop chasing you. So it's kind of a little bit of a safe zone here at the top. So I pick up the items, and then continue on to the next courtyard, basically skipping the big guy here. But then in this upcoming part, it's a little tricky because there's enemies on the stairs after this that you need to run to, and they're on the stairs in such a way that they block you from straight running up there. At least every time I've tried it, it's ended in horrible failure with the dog eating my face while I'm getting the melee characters, just crushing me. Sometimes you have to be careful waiting down here, because the big dude will come up sometimes and beat you with his brick if you're not careful, but it didn't happen this time. So now that the stairs are clear, get up here, get past the wolves, open the shortcut back to the lamp. Super important, because if you wind up dying, at least you have the shortcut back here, because the cleric beast boss is right there. And that's it. You have to know the stairs are right to the right when you come in that doorway, and there's a guy at the bottom, so again you have to kind of hustle getting through that door. And then this part here, opening the gate, is where a lot of times you need that invulnerability frame, because just like now, see, they came after me. So now I want to go back down, and again we open up the one other shortcut that's down here that's important, the one that takes you to Father Gascon, the boss fight. And that's going to be the elevator that's behind these two big guys. So I wind up opening up the shortcut to the right here, so that you can skip fighting those guys. I don't like to fight those guys if I don't have the hunter's axe, because it seems like there's a lot of work to kill them without a lot of reward. So I open up that shortcut, then run through the dog zone over here, and then get down to, again, the other side of the elevator. dog over there was marking kind of one of the NPCs. And then here's a little bit of a sort of secret area. It takes you to, you know, again, another NPC who's got a kind of involved quest. It's worth looking up how to complete the quest if you're interested. It is something that you do need to complete, at least partially, to get an item that you need for one of the trophies. But here, just again, kind of ducking and weaving and trying to get down here before that beast thing, you know, chases after me. And this part is just a bunch of running. There are some enemies here, but basically they're pretty slow moving. They try to surprise you, and so as long as you kind of keep moving, you're usually pretty safe down here. But if you stop, again, just like every other part, you can get demolished. See, there's the bridge to Father Gascon. Turn left, get on this elevator, and this is of course the part where I died on the other speed run because I was not paying attention and didn't execute the next part very well. Because I thought it would be a good idea to stand by the brick wielding guys. So now what I like to do on the speed run is I like to get the insight point, or I like to get an insight point so I can go ahead and level up my character. When I first was playing this game, I was very frustrated by the lack of being able to level up at the start because I didn't know how to do it. Because I decided I wasn't going to play with a guide to start, and so I wound up kind of exploring this whole area and finding one of the Madman's knowledge items that's down in kind of the next kind of area where we went up that big ladder. But the main thing is you just need the insight point, and the easy way to get it is, at this point, because again I don't have any weapons or anything, the easy way to get it is to go in here and wave into the enemies, because again, you know, they can't come through that doorway, so you can sit there and taunt them all you want if you really want to. But to get the insight point, you need that to happen. And, you know, just for grins, I decided to try and fight him here. You know, there's really kind of not a lot of point or utility in doing this, but I just wanted to see if I could do a bunch of damage to him. Then finally decided, yeah, I've had enough, and I'm just gonna kind of let him take me. So, I mean, it's been hard work doing all that running, you know. So, you know, who hasn't earned a little bit of a rest? I still want to take a little bit of a break, so... But somehow he frickin' missed me with that. I'm trying to die, and he missed me. But he doesn't miss that time. And that's it for my first speed run. Now the thing is, when you get back to the Hunter's Dream, doing it this way, you need to actually visit the dream twice, because this time the doll's not going to be awake yet. That's it.